Hi, I'm stress brain coach Marty Wolner. I'm here to share brain tools with you to help you understand your stress differently and to be able to advocate for yourself in the heat of the moment if you're feeling emotionally dysregulated or stressed. You can get more information and more brain tools if you subscribe here to my YouTube channel, or a lot more resources you can find at mybrain.tools. Now, everyone feels stressed during the day, and this tool is a primary and important one in the heat of the moment. Again, if you're feeling emotionally dysregulated or stressed, it's called the personal stress plan. Spike is having a stressful day. He needs a tool, and we're going to share a tool called the personal stress plan that's going to help Spike and help you stay regulated and have clear thinking when you're feeling stressed. This is a unique, individualized plan made by you for you that'll give you ways that you can calm yourself and regulate in the heat of a stressful moment. So during your day, you may be talking to someone or experiencing some other emotional dysregulation or escalation due to a situation. And these tools will help you in the moment be able to have clear thinking, make better decisions, better choices, and be able to advocate for yourself. Now, your personal stress plan splits into two types of strategies: active strategies and mindful strategies. Active strategies are things you can actually do to move around a bit to get that energy out that may be becoming trapped in your bodies because of the emotional escalation. And so once that energy gets trapped, if we can do some things to be able to get some of that energy out, that can help us become calmer and stay in a clear thinking part of our brain. These active strategies include things like walking away and changing the energy and creating some space with heavy emotion, focusing on finding a safe relationship. Safe relationships can actually be the number one way of helping us regulate. Now, acknowledging in the heat of the moment, depending upon where we are or who we're interacting with, the safest people in our lives may not be readily accessible. Maybe we can call them on the phone, or maybe they are close by in some other way. But sometimes safe relationships can be a challenge. But if you have a safe relationship in that heat of the moment, you can focus on finding that safe relationship to help keep you regulated. Finding a safe place to go, a safe place like a spare room, a spare part of the house, a spare classroom. Again, any place that you can change that energy and be able to collect yourself and get to a calmer place. Distracting yourself. The brain can only intensely focus on one thing at a time. And so by refocusing off of your stress and distracting yourself with something else can actually de-escalate that emotion. Drinking ice cold water. That ice cold water can not only calm the inner workings of your body, but also calm you emotionally and psychologically as well. The colder, the better. The more ice cubes, the better. Closing your eyes for a few moments. So you may not be able to get up and walk around, but just empowering yourself to be able to close your eyes, to be able to gather yourself to a more regulated place. Finding sensory stimulation. Again, acknowledging this sometimes can be a challenge in the heat of the moment, but for some, maybe a fragrance like essential oils or having some music on in the background can be a calming element in terms of a stressful or highly emotional situation. And then any type of movement or exercise. Again, being able to move our body parts and being able to move our body can get that energy out. And that can be fast, quick movement or yoga, any type of movement, which includes doodling or fidgeting, maybe coloring or journaling as well. And then there are mindful strategies. And these strategies, we may not be able to get up and move around, but we can actually do them in our minds to be able to regulate and calm ourselves, like intentional breathing. Again, most of the time we're breathing from our chest, shallow breathing. Intentional breathing is down to the diaphragm, belly breathing. You can actually practice that now by putting your hand on your stomach right near your belly button and feeling your stomach expand as you take that deep belly breath. That deep breath can actually be very regulating, can actually activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is regulating and calming to your body. Relaxing mental imagery, thinking of a calming place like the beach or a park or a calm place in your house or in your backyard or another outside space. Any type of that type of imagery can be very relaxing. Positive self-talk, creating mantras. So a lot of times when a person becomes emotionally escalated, a lot of the thoughts, those automatic thoughts become distorted, become negative in nature. That positive self-talk, simple word phrases called mantras can help regulate and counter some of those automatic or distorted thoughts. Picturing a safe person or a pet, a family member, a friend, a pet of yours, maybe a famous person that may be regulating to you. A relaxing body scan. So you may not be able to get up and move around a lot, but you can actually wiggle your toes, roll your ankles, do a muscle body scan throughout your body to be able to release some of that energy. Praying for some people can be very regulating. Zoning out and disengaging, just being able to daydream, what's called dissociating, can be a healthy tool of regulation when you're feeling emotionally dysregulated. And then grounding sensory exercises, ways you can actually see 3 things, smell 2 things, name 3 things that are blue. Any type of grounding exercises can be regulating and promote clearer thinking. So again, this is a unique individual personal stress plan created by you and for you to use when you're feeling emotionally escalated. It's for predictable and unpredictable stress. So something may happen to you in the heat of the moment that you don't necessarily predict or didn't expect, but there also could be a meeting the next day, or a challenging conversation with your teenager, or maybe a colleague at work that you can actually predict may be coming. And that personal stress plan can be advantageous and effective at that time as well. It promotes clear thinking. What we know about the human brain is when we become emotionally escalated, we tend to go to a part of our brain that's not very clear thinking. It can be very survival thinking, can be very distorted thinking. So the personal stress plan can get us into a clear thinking part of our brains. It increases self-protection and respect. You can stand in your power. You have the power to set boundaries and limits and not let people push your buttons and emotionally escalate you. It can build resilience. Resilience is your ability to bounce back. So the personal stress plan can help you bounce back from this situation and also future situations as well. And maintain healthy relationships. Many times when a person feels stressed, sometimes that outward behavior can be anger or aggression or depression or anxiety, and that can impact the relationships and the people around us. The personal stress plan can keep us regulated and try to limit some of those less than healthy behaviors and hopefully increase and maintain healthy relationships around us. Your personal stress plan, a unique individual plan in the heat of the moment strategies that you can take on your own behalf to get yourself into a regulated and calmer place. This is also something you can share with others. We've taught the personal stress plan to children as young as 5 years old that can really be attuned to their bodies and understand how to meet the needs when they're feeling emotionally escalated. Do you need help in building your own personal stress plan? Please feel free to reach out and email me at the email address you see on your screen. Good luck. Change your stress, change your life.